Okay, I have Melissa here, and I had a question. So, I had some sensitivities to several things: egg whites, gluten, oats, etc. Should I be cutting those out of my diet, or how's that work?
So I'm not really a big fan of eliminating things from the diet because there's lots of good nutrients in lots of different foods, egg whites, oats, etc., that are really useful to us. Most of the time, what I see in here is that it's not necessarily a need to not eat that food, it's just that there's a digestion issue. And if we can improve digestion, we'll be processing those foods that you're eating. We'll be processing them much easier.
Okay, cool.
So no, I'm not a big fan of cutting things out of the diet. If you've had a skin prick test, that is an allergy test, an IgE reaction. And those foods have the possibility of causing something like an anaphylactic reaction, which can be life-threatening. And when you have an allergy, a true allergy like that, then you should avoid those foods. But we're checking for sensitivities in here, which is a different type of reaction in the immune system. It's an IgG response. And we're not checking IgG response in here, but we can offer that in a blood test. But that kind of sensitivity, again, is more related to digestion. And if we improve that, then you'll be digesting that food more easily. You'll be taking that kind of stress off of the body. You want to hear a story about a gal who hasn't been able to eat chicken?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So I have a woman in here who is in her late 60s, and she has not been able to eat anything related to chicken for 30 plus years. So no chicken meat, stock, eggs, nothing.
Poor lady.
Right? Yes. So digestion was a really big thing for her, and we worked on that. She needed a few different things, and given some time, she was really excited to try eating, especially eggs, because it's something that she would like to have in her diet. And so she had an egg in a baked good, and she didn't have any kind of reaction, and she was so thrilled. And so she's looking forward to testing that out a little bit further.
Has she had a whole egg yet, or?
She hasn't tried the whole egg yet, but
yeah.
I know doing that is on her list. She wants to have some chicken meat.
Yeah.
And she's excited about that, and we're taking it really slow because when a body has been sensitive like that for a long time, it needs time to process through that memory that it holds of the body's reaction to that food. So so the key is to go slow when it comes to things that have been around like that for a long time. But again, for the most part, a little bit of digestion support, helps the body process those foods much easier.
Okay, that's awesome.
So don't cut out yet. Sometimes temporarily reducing is helpful, especially if those foods are really putting a big stress on the body. And usually if there is a lot of foods that are causing a lot of stress on a body like that, the only ones that I would recommend right away to reduce would be gluten or wheat, grains like that, and then also dairy, just because those tend to be the most inflammatory. And so temporarily reducing them can be just helpful for the body to take some of that stress off while it starts getting that digestion under control.
Okay, that's awesome.